Good evening. This is Lady Dana. Yeah, and I would like to talk about remedies, weekend remedies. Well, typically some know, but yeah, we're all humans and we also get sick. So the only difference between uh, a regular first aid and the weekend remedies, sometimes remedies are actually a lot faster than you know what. So, first thing that we're going to talk about is your typical remedy for that uh, thing that always happens to most people, especially when you eat food from the streets. A lot of people tend to get whenever they eat street foods. In my country, a lot of people seem to get food poisoning, especially when they eat um, street foods from people they don't even know. So what we do is the first thing that you need to have inside your kitchen. Yes, I said it. It's in the kitchen. Is to have cloves on handy. Cloves are they actually look like nails, and you pound on them. Make sure that you have ground cloves at a ready. You can find ground cloves also on supermarkets, and it's under your condiments and herbs and stuff like that that you put on your food. Technically, yeah, um, that particular herb is actually somewhat well. I wouldn't exactly say that it's very good on chicken, but I know it's good with meats. That's for sure. It's an herb and it's a spice, and you make a pinch. When you say a pinch, I would suggest you use three fingers when you go pinch your cloves, small pinches, and then you mix that up with lukewarm water, half a cup, and drink it. What it does is technically uh, impales whatever bacteria that you have inside your stomach, and it stops the diarrhea and the vomiting, of course. It's a best cure for food poisoning, and it's also a very good cure for toothaches. Yes, especially if you have a hole on your tooth, like cavity, uh, tooth problems, cavity issues. You put those on the hole of your tooth, a pinch of it, of course. You put that in there and give it just a few minutes actually. The pain's gone. It's the main ingredient for toothache drops, and it's also the main ingredient for most food poisoning uh, medications. So I would say one of the most versatile herbs or spices that you can uh, carry inside your kitchen would be cloves. All right. Okay. Next one would be chamomile tea. If you have hyperacidity or mild or mild stomach ulcers, I would suggest, or maybe even those people who tend to overeat, I would suggest you drink chamomile tea. Chamomile tea relaxes your nerves, including the nerves of your stomach. That way, it would stop from um, doing something nastier. So that's one for chamomile, actually, the flower. So one of the best herbs that you can carry, or best teas that you can carry inside your kitchen, would be chamomile and uh, mint. Actually, if you cannot find chamomile tea, I would suggest you use mint. Mint is very good also. Same thing for the stomach. Also for sleep issues. It relaxes your nerves so much that you tend to fall asleep once you're relaxed and laying down. That would be the best cure for insomnia. Well, not exactly insomnia. I still have insomnia. That's why I'm still awake. Anyway, another herb that you can carry around would be, but it's not okay. Lavender buds. It's prominent in most countries except for the Philippines for some reason. We don't have it here. Yeah, but I did um, uh, import some from another country, and I tend to make infusion out of it also. And besides the tea, I also sprinkle some under my pillow, so it helps me. It relaxes my head, helps me with the peace of mind and stuff like that. Now, for people who are having problems with regards to, uh, it's not the cat, but when your cat is a stray, you know what I mean. Um, if you're having difficulty with your spouses, use rosemary. Rosemary herbs, you sprinkle that under the bed, his side of the bed or her side of the bed, whoever feels like it. That's the best way to keep your spouse loyal to you. It spells loyalty and happiness. It encourages it. So put that under the bed, keep it until the next day. So every day you need to change herbs. Well, I think you can find rosemary on your local craft store. But if not, then if you have enough money in the pocket, then I would suggest, yeah, get it from McCormick. I use it for chicken. Okay, so that's another remedy for, well, magical, spiritual remedy, actually. Now, for those people who are having issues with stretch marks and all those other markings that you have on your body, one of the best solutions I can think of is rosehip oil. I I am not sure where you can buy it, but I know you can find it uh, online, and they actually sell it by the bottle. That you have to massage your stretch marks with the rosehip oil, and it actually clears the marks out. Common colds. For common colds, depends. If it's allergic rhinitis, then if it's allergic rhinitis, then you have to take your medicine. But otherwise, I would suggest, well, tea is good. Lots of juices, and that particular herb that I always carry around with me, especially when I have a cold, eucalyptus oil. Technically, it cures coughs and colds. Right now, I don't have the eucalyptus oil, but I I do have allergic rhinitis, so I have to take my medicine. Can't help it. So There, that's for the first few basic herbs that I can teach you to use or carry with you from your kitchen. And thank you very much for listening. Bye.